Hi guys, and welcome to another video. In this episode we're going to be looking at one of my favourite farming places for anything from tier 4 to tier 2 wood. Um, as you can probably see on the map, there's 3 logs here. I don't know what the significance of that means other than there's a high density of wood. There is another place over this direction, I believe it's here, that shows the same thing for hide. So I'm wondering if they're just around different places. I've found this one that's close to my main town, being Limehurst. So this is where we've started. We've gone to Birch Copse, we've gone to Red Lake, and we've moved up to Oak Copse. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the centre where the density is, and we're just going to see how much we can gather in quite a short period of time. In this I am running my Warlock style Curse Staff build still, using the Vile Curse, Armour Piercer and Death Curse. The only change I'm going to make is I'm actually going to use the Great Cursed Staff in this. The reason for this is it gives me a little less speed of cast and single target damage, but it means that the mobs that I'm going to be skinning, because my main two being skinning and woodwork, are easily farmable in this location. So in this I'm going to use Curse Sickle, which is almost exactly the same as Vile Curse, except it applies it to everyone and does slightly less damage. Does it slightly slower. Armour Piercer still, just because it's AoE, it's still reduction in resist, and obviously Aura of Decay. This just means I can apply 4 stacks very quickly to everything. It applies 3 stacks through this and 1 stack through that, and I'm going to be doing quite a severe amount of damage. I'm using Bane again just because the other 2 aren't unlocked. If the other 2 were unlocked, I would probably end up using Furious. But as we were, let's head towards this direction. So I'm going to pick up wood just as I go. Obviously the main purpose of this for myself is that I'm picking up wood to level my crafting. You have to remember, guys, tier 2 and above can be transmuted. And what I mean by that is it's not wasted by picking it up. So if you find a load of tier 2 wood, feel free to pick it up. You still benefit by it. So there is someone else here that could potentially be cutting down trees, but we'll go and have a look anyway when I can figure out how to get up. It's not even the right location, is it? It's what happens when you try to gauge it off the map. So we're going to pick up boar medium hide. As you can see, there's immediately 2 boars here with tier 4 hide. I'm still trying to leather hide, unfortunately, to tier 5, as well as wood. But you see all these dead trees everywhere as well. They've only recently died, but again, great sources of loot and gathering. So again, we're just kind of take everything, loot everything. I'm actually going to head down here and pull some of these. So because of my gear currently, I'm capable of pulling like 2 or 3 mobs. It's better if I avoid the telegraphs, but it's not necessary, to be honest. So towards the end of our channel, that's most of the mobs dead anyway. And from that we get 2 wolves at tier 3 hide, which is actually going to work out at 36 hide just from them 2, because we're getting 6 per tick and we're getting 3 ticks, meaning we're getting 18 per wolf. And we're going to do the same then to the tree that we killed. We're going to get 18 tier 3 logs from that. So just because obviously the primary way to get wood is from trees, doesn't mean that killing the mobs isn't worth it at all. So for all of that, I killed that really easy, really quickly, and actually I got less wood from the tree. So you just need to be smart about what you're spending time on. If you completely ignore all of these mobs, then you're not going to benefit really from the extra wood you could potentially get. This blue tree here is the pine logs. You might get a little confused if you try to harvest it, in that some of them require the tier 5 and some of them require the tier 4. There's no difference in the trees other than they drop different levels of material, in that it can either be green, blue or purple, being rare. So all we're going to do is just keep farming up, and in about 5 minutes time we're going to come back and just see how much I've managed to farm. So I'm going to pause the video now, and it's 13:10, so at 13:16, because we're almost through this minute, we're going to come back and see how much we've managed to farm. And we've returned. We've just hit 13:16, and in the last sort of 10 minutes or so that we've been farming, we've managed to retrieve 16 rough logs, 156 birch logs, 120 chestnut logs, and 10 pine logs. There is actually a lot of pine logs up here. We've got 2 trees just there. So this route definitely has potential to be a very good farm route up to about tier 4. I wouldn't recommend it for anything further because you won't be getting enough pine trees to make it worth all the time. But you only actually need to loot birch logs for it to work towards your gathering mastery, of which I'm actually very close to now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a thumbs up, leave a subscribe, leave any comments or feedback you might have. Feel free to stop by the stream as well. I stream almost every evening, sometimes during the day as well, doing occasional giveaways on Guskey Twitch. That's obviously my Twitch. Other than that, guys, have a nice day.